Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Oh, what a climb! He's delivered all right! A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Vitinha. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Timber. De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vinicius Junior! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without complication. Keeper's got good distance on that. Vitinha. Gerassi. And it's Kimmich. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for options for movement. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Van Dijk. Gabriel. Here's Vitinha. Pedro Neto. And here's Haaland. And it's Kimmich. No, he's not getting past him there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Rice is eyeing up his options in the middle. Gabriel with the clearance. Thuram proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Opts to... He's having a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Rice goes short. Deep cross. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Real chance! Off the post. And he nearly went all the way.
Vinicius Junior just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Pedro Neto. Rice. Now it's Thuram. Well seen. Saw that coming. Girassi. That has ended up in no man's land.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that has been cut short.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Vinicius Junior. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Timber. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's been drilled in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No way through there.
Vietnam truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great ball, and can he finish? They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great.
Chance for a shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Looking tidy in possession here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bellingham powering forward here. Knocks it into space.
Well, he's...
And there's the end of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Good ball, good take. Crosses it. Terrific header. Oh, taken with style. The second half sparks straight into life. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Now it's De Jong. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Now it's Thuram. Bellingham. Girassi. Now this could be a chance. Now he's got space here. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. DiMarco. And it's Vitinha. Backward it goes. And the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Vietnam have their second corner now. Gabriel getting this one clear. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he's gone backward here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There. And a chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
Oh, what has happened here? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Can he get on the end of this? Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Timber. Timber carries the ball down the right. He's on it. Can he get away? Bellingham. And they're back on the ball again. Nicely weighted ball. He's being urged to shoot. Big chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Thuram fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Vietnam have their third corner. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Mendes. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! And the comeback is complete. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Vietnam go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Vietnam surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Haaland. Ball comes in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Played into space. Now it's Thuram. That is good alertness. Vietnam close now to seeing this one through to the end.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Some really good ball movement.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And a shot! He scores! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Vietnam could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Vietnam clearly now in lead preservation mode. João Neves. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really...
And a chance! There it is! And that's got him off to a flyer!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Girassi has a look and plays it forward. And he's had it nicked away. DiMarco. Thuram chasing after it. Rice. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
DiMarco. Pedro Neto. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Bellingham plays a sharp little ball here. Vitinha. Rice. And now the breakaway. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's DiMarco. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's through here. Now it's Thuram. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's found a way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vitinha.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's De Jong. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Threads one in, and that's been slipped through. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. De Jong. That's an imaginative pass. Donnarumma claims comfortably. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Knocks it into space. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Pedro Neto. Now it's Haaland. And he's surging through. Shapes to shoot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
15 minutes till half-time. Thuram. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That ball looks a good one. He's on it. Can he get away? Swings in across. Real chance! Oh, taken with style. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, that's nice. Now that looks a decent ball. Kimmich tries the cross. And that should get the job done. Great vision. That is a brilliant interception. Vietnam are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a good ball out wide. Timber. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's shifting through the gears here. Thinks about the shot. Played out to the right. And that's played in low. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss. Pedro Neto gets across and deals with it. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedro Neto. And the first half is done. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Vietnam really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Looking tidy in possession here. He's had a shot! It's a goal! And the second half is off to a flyer! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Vietnam get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Girassi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational in that half-time dressing room, seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
DiMarco, brilliantly cut out. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Vietnam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's cut it out. And they can counter here. Dink through. And it's made its way to him. And he's away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Thuram. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Thuram. And he's forced to go back. Long ball upfield. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. DiMarco. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, well played. Oh, good-looking ball. Pedro Neto. Girassi, who's set up one goal so far. Nice control. Good ball, good take. Oh, shooting chance! And another try! Deftly away. Danger averted for now. Vietnam have it back and can go again. And it's Rice. Girassi, that has been slung wide. Ball driven towards the far post. And back it goes. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Rice. Now it's Girassi. And here's Haaland.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Could be danger here. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for options for movement. So what can they make of this? Timber. It's an inviting looking ball, that. No, that's been intercepted. That is a great pick out. Van Dijk cuts it out. Vitinha. Vitinha. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Girassi.
Vietnam really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw